Trust me, you'll need a dash cam on days like this where you're sliding all around, or even worse, someone slides into you. To be upfront, Campark did send me this DC03 full HD dash cam to review. The price on Amazon does fluctuate. At the time of purchase it was about $49 Canadian, but as you can see here it was reduced to $43. If you watched another review I did of the 2-guard dash cam, I'll put a link in the right hand corner. I was not impressed by this camera. I hadn't met a dash cam for under $80 that I thought was worth it yet. I know that some people will think I'm going to be biased, but I'll give you my honest review on this camera, and it's really up to you to decide if you like this camera or not, and I'll show you some footage that will help you. I put some side-by-side shots with my daily dash cam, the 3-year-old Taltronics TT CD03. When I bought it, it was about 3 times the cost of this Campark model. Because the Taltronics is capable of higher resolutions, I made sure that I matched the settings. Now, most dash cams have the basic menu systems and features: automatic on-off, G-sensors, motion detection, loop recording, parking monitor, etc. I'm not going to go into the menu system as they're all very similar, and honestly, other than changing the date and formatting your microSD card, most people are unlikely to change from the default settings. It comes with a basic suction cup mounting system, which is not my favorite way. I prefer an adhesive mounting system that isn't going to fall off my windshield every now and then. Also, a 12-volt adapter with a long cord to route around the door. I would have preferred a simple USB ending that I plug into an adapter because I don't like to use up an entire 12-volt spot for just one device. It also comes with some mounting clips, a tool to help route the wire, and a useful manual. At this price range, you don't have GPS information or Wi-Fi connection to your phone. It has a picture mode, but really, is anybody actually going to use this as a camera to take a still photo? I don't think so. The ability to view clips is actually quite useful though, and if you needed to show it right away to a police officer, say for example after an accident, I'd say that's a plus. Also, the screen is quite large and really easy to view. Here I've set it up beside my Taltronics. And now, here's the footage. On the left is the Taltronics, and on the right is the Campark DC03. The wide dynamic range, or WDR or HDR, are on, in this case, on a partially sunny morning. I think that the main difference here is the color and exposure. The Campark seems a little overexposed, which I manually changed later on to a -1 in the settings, with some improvement. And the only thing that I would complain about is the color seems a bit off with the Campark, especially in this particular clip. The Taltronics seems to have more consistent color, a little flatter, and is more accurate to what I'm seeing. In terms of resolution, however, there might be a slight edge to the Taltronics, but in the daylight, most of the plate numbers are actually visible on the Campark, and as are the road signs. To be honest, for most people who are using this purely for a peace of mind in the case of an accident, the Campark does a good job. If you publish dashcam videos like I do, the Campark in this case would not be my first choice. Now, with the WDR or HDR off, the results are basically the same. The Campark in its default settings seems still to be quite overexposed, and I would recommend you change the exposure to -1 or -2. Now, the night footage for dash cams is usually an issue. I was pleasantly surprised at how well the Campark did. I really couldn't find a significant difference between the two, and the footage was fairly usable. The 2-guard I reviewed a while ago was way more expensive. It had poor night footage compared to my steady old Taltronics. So in conclusion, for $43 Canadian, I think this is a respectable dash camera for those who want something for a just-in-case moment on the road. I would change the exposure, and that's about it. And I was surprised at the night footage it captured. Now I can't say how durable it is, but time will tell. If I experience any issues in the hotter weather, I'll be sure to let you know. If you want a camera to post videos on YouTube, for example, this might do, but I personally would use my old Taltronic CD06 for now. Anyway, you guys be the judge and you decide which one you would get. For $43, can't really go wrong. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Ladybug adventure.